Ja, herzlich willkommen. Heute die NBA2K25 Fantasy Finals. Vienna Pacers haben es aus dem Osten geschafft, sind ins Finale eingezogen. Und in diesem Fantasiespiel haben es nicht Oklahoma geschafft, sondern die Golden State Warriors ins Finale und treffen jetzt somit auf die Pacers, beziehungsweise die Pacers sind zu Gast bei den Golden State Warriors und viel Spaß dabei. Bis bald.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At small forward, Aaron Neesmith. At shooting guard, Andrew Nembhard. At center, Miles Turner. At the other forward, Pascal Siakam. At the other guard, Tyrese Halliburton. The head coach of the visiting team is Rick Carlisle. Your small forward, 6'5", number 4, Moses Moody. Shooting guard, 6'4", number 2, Brandon Paczynski. In the middle, 6'6", number 23, Draymond Green. The other forward, 6'7", number 10, Jimmy Butler. At guard, 6'3", number 30, Stephen Curry.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. And here we can check out the story for Stephen Curry.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Neesmith in at the 3 spot. And for Golden State, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Paczynski. Butler out there with Green, and it's Moody in at the 3. There we are, Richard, coming down the final stretch here, and a lot left.
So, wir haben natürlich ganz vergessen, dass wir noch die Controller-Einstellung hier vornehmen müssen, und zwar den Spielerfokus auf den Point Guard. Habe ich mal gemacht. Und Axel macht das auch nochmal. Und dann geht's auch schon los mit Curry gegen Halliburton. Hier geht's los.
This is the stretch where you can make or break your season. Some teams find a gear that carries them from here to a championship. Others, they come up a little short, trying just a little too hard.
Outside Curry. Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
Green against Turner. Curry kicks to Butler. Golden State moving it around. Left side Curry. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Kerr. Dave, what do you have to say?
I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner, and he said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Fellas?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
For Indiana, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Now, here's Nesmith, defended by Moody. Green with the block.
This is the high-impact D we expect from Green, an intelligent defender who can find these blocks.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the inside, shoots it up. And Halliburton gets it to go on the assist by Siakam.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Outside Butler. Green with a screen on Siakam. To the middle. Outside for Curry. 3 on the clock. And another 3 for Golden State.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Axel sagt gerade, wie aus der Pistole geschossen. Curry hier wieder mit dem Dreier, zusammen aneinander. 8:4 die Führung für die Warriors.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Siakam. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging 22 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
Now, here's Siakam. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Here's Halliburton. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the game to go. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people. But look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. And so here is Golden State. Curry dishes to Green. Back to Curry. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
It's Nembhard on the wing. Halliburton for 3. Kept alive with the fadeaway. The shot by Turner no good.
Oh, I I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Here's Curry with the three. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Down low. Here's Halliburton. Nice move. And it's good on the way in. And it's 6 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident at everything he does.
Now here's Curry. He's got 10.
Butler always looking to find that alley-oop. Just throw it his way, and he'll handle the rest.
Outside Mathurin. Halliburton finds Siakam. And Halliburton gets it to go on the assist by Siakam. Siakam's got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. And it's out of bounds. Let's see, they say last touch by Mathurin. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Golden State. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Indiana. Now Podziemski, still without a basket. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
Pass to Siakam. Releases. Again, Indiana.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Here's Podziemski. Last game he had 28 points. Some nice passing by Golden State. Back to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Pass to McConnell. Siakam outside. Wants to get it to McConnell and does. Here's Nembhard. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. It's all knotted up.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Podziemski. He's covered by McConnell. Bobbed up there for Green. It's stolen by Mathurin. It's 2-on-1. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Moses Moody.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
That free throw, no good. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. Gary Payton is checked in for Moody. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. The Pacers also changing it up. Toppin comes in for Miles Turner. And Halliburton subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
And Indiana making a change here. Walker's checked in. Halliburton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Indiana, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Hield the pass to Curry. To the paint. And Kuminga throws it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And the Pacers with possession here. The Warriors making the shot. Here's McConnell. 9-point game his last outing. Launches a three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Oh, ziemlich enge Kiste hier, erstes Viertel, enge Kiste und ja, jetzt geht's weiter, zweites Viertel.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Here's Curry. On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. T.J. McConnell is out there with Halliburton. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then it's Walker, and it's Toppin in at the 5 spot. Here's Curry with the 3, and it's McConnell with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That misses, and he's 0 for 4. The Warriors lead it. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Pacers trail by 3. McConnell with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Inside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. McConnell's got 5 points now this quarter. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. I think we have a beautiful game now.
And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. McConnell dismissed. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Here's McConnell. He's got 5, so they take the lead. McConnell's got 8 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Payton kicks to Curry. Curry buries the 3 shots.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Indiana moving it around. And McConnell gets it to go. He's got 10.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Curry outside, and another 3 for Golden State.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here's McConnell. Curry with the rebound. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Payton finds Curry. From downtown, it's hauled in by Tyrese Halliburton. Pass to McConnell. Lets it go with the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Outside, Payton. Here's Jackson Davis. Lets the 3 fly. Again, Curry missing. Payton against Mathurin. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Halliburton outside. 5 on the clock. That's good. It's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight.
And once Halliburton hits his stride, there's just very little you can do defensively, proving how dominant he can be.
Stolen by McConnell. Halliburton in the corner. McConnell kicks to Toppin. No good that time. The Warriors have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Kuminga the pass to Curry. Jackson Davis in the corner. To the paint. The shot by Curry, no good.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
The shot by McConnell, no good. Golden State's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And, Richard, you just get the feeling that Jonathan Kuminga is finally starting to hit his stride, don't you?
It is all about opportunity in this league, Kevin. With more playing time and scoring chances, Kuminga has really blossomed, and he is not done getting better. They call him Buddy Buckets for a reason. He's not just a shooter, he is a certified scorer.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Checking out the numbers here for McConnell. His last 10 games, he's averaging 8 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
Down low. The Warriors pull it in.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Back to Pajemski. Fires the 3. Nembhard grabs the board. Pacers trail by 3. McConnell kicks to Turner. Pass to Nembhard. A minute 50 left to play here in the half. Siakam. Some solid defense from Butler. Warriors have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
The Pacers making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. 1:39 left now here in the second. Here's Pajemski. And it's sent back by Turner. To the inside. It's deflected. Butler with the steal. Healed with it. Mathurin picks him up. Pass to Pajemski. Here's Moody for 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Nembhard. It's tipped. Butler on the wing. Covered by Siakam. And then Hield with the dunk.
As a larger guard, Hield can get up with the big boys.
Pacers trail by 8. Pass to Siakam. Indiana moving the ball around. Green with the block. And they get it back. To the middle to stop the run. Nembhard's shot is good.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
Right side, Green. Here's Pajemski. Offline with his 3. Indiana's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nembhard with it. Now Green defending. Shot clock at 6. inside. Shepard. And finished off by Shepard.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Mathurin for three, and so it's the Golden State Warriors. With a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter, they've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and they've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing through.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Well, I think for the Warriors, they played okay, but unfortunately, that's not getting you into the playoffs. They were hoping to take the next step this year. That led to a lot of frustration for everybody. Their fans are hangry. They wanted to eat.
And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out.
Putting up points, not shy looking for his shot, man. And he's been carrying the load offensively.
Yes, he understands his role and what he needs to do to keep this team successful.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Warriors leading by 6. And now an update on Aaron Nesmith from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Guys, I was able to catch up with Indiana's head athletic trainer. And guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. He won't play any further tonight, obviously, and will be out for quite a while. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moses Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Here's Curry with the 3. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Loads it up for Butler, and stolen by Siakam. Fast break, here we go. Pass to Turner. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 4 assists in the game. Moody finds Curry. And that time, also a missed shot.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And Halliburton slams it in.
What a slam by Halliburton, using that agility to make a statement.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Nach einer kurzen Verschnaufpause noch von knapp 30 Sekunden werden die Warriors hier gleich mal versuchen, diesen Run, den die Pacers hier gerade hingelegt haben, auf jeden Fall weiterhin zu unterbinden, und so kann es nicht weitergehen. Also so kann es nicht weitergehen. 43 für die Pacers, 42 für die Warriors. Gleich geht's weiter.
For Curry. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb, averaging about 26 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
I've played with someone like him, the type of player that looks to get others involved first. That's my type of teammate.
Down low. Here's Nembhard. He's defended by Podziemski. Outside Curry. Trying to find Mather and gets it to him. Halliburton passes to Turner. Fires the three. And the rejection by Curry.
Making his presence felt on defense. Curry with the rejection.
Green finds Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Butler. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Pacers.
Here's Halliburton. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's now 22 points for Tyrese Halliburton. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Lobbed up there for Green.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
Assist from Stephen.
The Pacers have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip.
Hold on. Stephen Curry. Second for
And the Warriors making a change here.
Team foul.
Payton's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Warriors. Number 0.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Curry with him. Halliburton picks him up. And he lobs it up toward the rim. From 15 feet away. Siakam, that's good. Siakam's got 5 now.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Curry against Halliburton. Butler on the wing. Pass to Curry. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 8 rebounds in this game. Halliburton for 3. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors trail. Outside Curry. Butler with the ball. Turner covering. On its way from Curry for 2. The good-looking shot from the wing. That's now 26 points for Stephen Curry. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Butler finds Payton. The Pacers pull it in. Halliburton for three. They get it again. The shot by Turner, no good. It's a neck-and-neck game in San Francisco. Pass to Butler. This one for three. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Some changes for Golden State. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Brandon Bajemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. The Pacers also changing it up. Toppin, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Shepard comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Back to Hield. Out to Payton. Well, their pass to Hield. Lets it go from deep. Toppin pulls it in. The Pacers have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. In third, the Pacers.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
And so he makes both from the line. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Up top, Hield. Covered by Siakam. Hammers the alley-oop through. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 1-point game. Siakam passes to McConnell. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson-Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Butler goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Obi Toppin. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Pacers trail by 4. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. For the 3. Hield can't hit. Indiana's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. A 3-pointer is right on target.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
To the paint. Here's Hield. Out to Payton. Lots of room. The shot, no good. Got it off in time. That shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Warriors on top, up by 1. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
Ja, weiter in die enge Kiste. Letztes Viertel startet gleich. Ready for the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter in der, ja, 2K25 NBA. Gleich geht's weiter.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Indiana trailing here on the court for Indiana. We've got Obi Toppin. Walker out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Halliburton in at the shooting guard position. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
The Warriors shooting well. They're at 45%. Pass to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. To the inside. Curry gets it to go inside.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Halliburton kicks to McConnell. Now Walker. Here's Halliburton. McConnell passes to Toppin. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Golden State basketball.
Warriors leading by 3. Curry looking it over. From the arc. Walker with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Halliburton on the wing. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Payton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Floats it up for Kuminga. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Inside, here's McConnell, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Stolen by Walker. Pass to McConnell. Halliburton in the corner. Back to McConnell. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. McConnell's got 9 points here in the second half. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Podziemski, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And the Pacers also making a change. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Kuminga. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Traps in the tray. Payton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Halliburton kicks to Walker. The 3. And it's Looney with the rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Curry with the bucket.
Goodness, this man is ripping 3 after 3. An incredible display of shooting.
To the middle. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from McConnell.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And it's in there. 36 points for Stephen Curry.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
Walker's shot is off. Warriors leading by 5. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
That one good for 2.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Outside Curry. Looney finds Curry. Podziemski with it. Back to Curry. Now Looney. Outside for Curry. There's the triple. Walker with the rebound. McConnell scanning the floor. Pass to Walker. Here's Nembhard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage in the game.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Ja, spannende Kiste hier. 3 Punkte Unterschied, knapp 3 Minuten. 4. Viertel, gleich ist vorbei. Also gewinnt.
Some changes here for the Warriors. Green is checked in for Kevon Looney. Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Moses Moody in for Peyton. Then for the Pacers, Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for T.J. McConnell. Curry against Halliburton. Curry, good.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Butler against Siakam. Turner passes to Halliburton. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Podziemski. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Puts up a three. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Halliburton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
And, guys, there's just an air about Halliburton. He has such belief in his abilities, and eventually others start to believe.
And it's good, 2 points.
Over his career, Green has been in so many huge playoff games, so he's used to the pressure moments.
Here's Curry with the three, and it's Mathurin with the rebound. Mathurin's got his 5th rebound in this one. Siakam outside. Pass to Halliburton. Back to Siakam. Halliburton sets the pick for Siakam. Halliburton outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Halliburton's got 9 points in the quarter.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Moody's shot is off. Indiana's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Siakam against Butler. Halliburton kicks to Turner to take the lead. Offensive rebound. Good. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Curry finds Green. Gets the three to fall.
This man has been in these moments so often. Nothing can take Draymond's focus away.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Halliburton. Second chance shot. Can't get the layup. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
And the Pacers call time here. They're down by 5. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out. And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
At the line for the Warriors.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
Shots.
He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Timeout called the Pacers. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
Still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Halliburton, no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Team scores. At the line.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. 11 seconds left in the game. And that's an intentional foul.
and you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
At the line for the Warriors.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Taking 2.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. Another home win, and I know it's important to make this a tough place for people to come in and steal a win.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to want to come here and play against us. We don't want anybody to want to play against us on the road either. But I definitely think the best thing we can do is win all the home games.
Yeah, you guys are protecting the fort, man. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Ja, haben die Warriors dann doch gewonnen. Ja, mit den Warriors haben wir hier gewonnen gegen Axel und die Pacers. Hier nochmal Teamvergleich. Ganzes Spiel 85 für die Warriors zu Hause gegen 77 von den Pacers. Ja, war ganz nice und bis zum nächsten Mal. Mal sehen, was die Pacers mit den echten Finals, NBA Finals dieses Jahr gegen Oklahoma noch reißen können. Es steht 1:0 für die Pacers. In der Realität. Hier nicht. Und genau. Bis bald. Ciao.